Have you ever thought of doing like Christian stuff?
Actually, I just became a born-again Christian last year. And so it's been in my heart. It's been in my heart lately. Yeah.
I mean, you got, Johnny Ariola went there.
Went Christian, yeah. I never thought in a million years that I would ever be talking about this or that I'd actually be wearing a little cross or anything, because that's not not how I was raised.
What happened that
I just woke up one day.
decided-
I woke up and I started reading and doing just reading the Bible. And I just started to see things that I hadn't seen before. And, like they say that God can, he unveils the truth. And that's what happened is I started to really, and now I can't put it down. I'm not a reader. I'm not a reader, but if there's one book I think we all need to read is the Bible.
Is it hard to understand? I mean,
Not at all.
I mean, I've attempted to read. I hate to say, but I've attempted to read the Bible, and I just
you just have to pray right before you read, and just ask the Holy Spirit to open your heart and just unveil the truth, the knowledge that's in the Bible.
You got to be ready, right?
And you got to be ready to accept.
It's almost like she's rewiring.
What I was.
That she was taught for so many years.
Well, and what has changed in your life? As far as the difference of what you were living or how you were living before.
I was always living with a lot of guilt, because, and it's a long story, but I don't want to get too deep into it. But not that that's important, but celebrating anything, and really in the Bible, Jesus never condemns any of that. As a matter of fact, he says, love one another. Just, the basic things that we all know in our subconscious is like
celebrating everything.
Don't kill, don't do that. I mean, those are the things that we automatically know, but it's all the little things that really they don't matter. In other words,
she means birthdays, Christmas stuff.
Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
So you all but you all were gigging all the time with that. No, I mean, there was always gigs.
Well, what we would do is we would take turns, Rock. We would take turns. So I would have a year or 2 years that I could put up stuff, and then there would be a year or 2 years that we wouldn't.
Oh, okay. So there
was just a lot of guilt.
There was absolutely no celebration of this.
We did.
Sometimes it just depended on if I was studying.
And what was the reason for that? Is that what was the reason that there was no?
Well, because of the religion that I was in, and I learned a lot from it. Is
it Jehovah?
Yes,
Witness?
I was Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot from it, and I their Bible teaching, like Bible stories and everything. I'm very grateful for that. But as I got to reading, I started to really research, and I realized that, like Jesus is God. He is the Father. He is the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
And that is in John. All you have to do, if you really want to learn who God is and Jesus, just read John. Just read the chapter in the Bible about John. And I highly recommend that you read a King James version or something that's, along those lines. Yeah. And it just really has opened my heart. And
she's a different person.
I'm just a different person.
She is. Yeah.
With in every sense of the word, better person. Better.
Not a better person, but
I've always been a spiritual person. Always searching. I was always searching. And the thing is that we're, like you think that certain things are going to fill that void in your life. And really the only thing that's going to fill that void is God Almighty.
Yeah.
And once you fill it with him, everything starts to fall into place.